Hey, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a haul and ranking of all of the products that I bought in the month of April. So just to let you know, some of these things just showed up recently, so I haven't really had the chance to fully play with them. But most of what I'm going to share with you today showed up in the month of April. I've had time to play with almost everything, except for a select few, which I'm going to share with you first. So the way I've been doing this video is basically I'll share with you guys the things that I haven't had a chance to use yet, or I've used a couple times, but I don't really have a complete opinion yet, so can't rank it. I'm not going to be going through and ranking things in a numbered fashion, like this is number 1, this is number 20. It's too hard to do that because there's so many amazing things that I've purchased, there's just no way to rank them in that fashion, which is a good thing, right? So first I'm going to share with you the products I haven't had a chance to use yet, or I just haven't formed a complete opinion on. So if that sounds interesting, you want to hear all of the things that I got in the month of April and my thoughts, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I picked up that I haven't had a chance to use yet is the Natasha Denona Mini Sendo. The funny thing about this is I've already picked up the Mini Sendo and I have used that because I created a video. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts about that, go check it out. I will link it in the card above. But yeah, this is the Mini Sendo. And it's a beautiful little palette. I was really excited to get it. I've been dying to have this for a long time. Still haven't used it. I just purchased a lot of eyeshadows last month, so being able to use all of them was a little bit of a struggle. I am going to use this in the future, but for right now, hasn't been touched. Next up is the Rare Beauty Blush in Nearly Mauve. And it looks like a really beautiful blush, but I'm scared of it because it's a cream product. And when I go to swatch this one out, it feels like it's very heavy silicone based. Like just the way that it's scary, okay? Even when I swatch it out, it looks a little patchy. It's got really good ratings on Sephora. I think it's got like 5 stars or 4.8 stars or something like that. So it's got fantastic reviews. I'm just a little worried because, again, it's cream and I'm a sissy. So I haven't used it yet. And it makes a whole lot of sense to buy shit when you're not going to use it, right? I will in the future, I just haven't yet. Okay, the next thing I'm sharing with you is the Philosophy Ultimate Miracle Worker Fix. It's a weird name. I'm trying to remember when I got this. I feel like this was something that was on sale at Ulta, but when I went and looked back at my Ulta purchases, this wasn't on there, so I can't remember where I got this from. I am like 99.9% sure I ordered this last month because I started using it. I'm so confused. I know I got it from there. I just, for whatever reason, it doesn't show up in my orders. Anyway, I've been using it during this past month, but I can't really rank it because it's one of those products that I feel like you have to use for a while to see any kind of long-term benefits. It's supposed to help with the under eyes. It says Eye Power Treatment Fill and Firm. I will say though, when I've used this and I've tried to put the Becca Under Eye Corrector over top of it, or even like makeup over top of it, it does a really weird like pilling thing. So I can't use this under makeup. I have to use it at night when I'm going to bed, which is fine. But yeah, I don't have a complete opinion yet because it's skincare and I haven't been using it that long. So Glossybox had actually reached out to me towards the beginning of April, might have been mid-April, asking me if they could send me their box. I'd never received Glossybox before. I've seen plenty of people unbox them here on YouTube, so I've heard of them, obviously. But I'd never gotten one before, so I really didn't know what to expect. And they had asked me if I would, share the box with you guys. And I just told them, I would be happy to mention it in a video and share the box with you guys. But I was going to be very honest and transparent because that's just how I do things here. I'm never going to get on here and tell you guys I love something if I don't. I'm not going to tell you guys that you all should run out and subscribe to something or buy something if I wouldn't do it myself. So keep that in mind. I am going to be honest with you on the products that I received in the box. So Glossybox did tell me that if I mentioned the box in my video, they would give you guys a discount code to get your first box for $16. So if you type in Michelle16, after clicking on the link in my description box to get Glossybox, you will get the first box for $16. I don't know how much subsequent boxes are going to cost you because they didn't go into that much detail about it. So I do apologize. But just know that you will get the first box for $16 if you check it out. I'm not going to get any kind of kickback or commission or anything like that for you guys doing it. I'm just relaying the message that if you've been interested in Glossybox, you can get the first box at a discount. Okay, I was very clear with their rep that I was going to be honest on what I thought about the box. So if they wanted to send it to me, that was fine. I'll talk about it in a video, but I'm going to be very honest about what I think about the products inside. Because here's the thing. I've been very critical on subscription services in the past, beauty subscription services, just because if you're getting a great value, that's awesome and all, but if it's stuff that you're not going to use, then how much value is there really? You know, $16 or not. If it's stuff you're not going to use, then it's a waste of money. So I do have a couple products that I couldn't rank because I didn't get a chance to try, or it was something that I needed to use long term. So let me mention that now. The first product is like a single shadow. This was an extra because it wasn't on their little card. This one was from Kawaii Girl Cosmetics, and it's just a single shadow. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I'm really not a huge fan of single shadows. I'd rather have mine pressed, so I have considered pressing this one myself and using it that way. But again, with buying so many shadows this past month, I didn't get around to testing this, so I don't know if they tossed this in as an extra because they were sending me the box. I'm not sure, but it wasn't on their little card. So also included in the box was this little Beauty on the Go set. It had new brow, new lash, and then this little new reflection complexion perfecting polish. I don't know where the hell the perfecting polish went. I must have stuck it like somewhere to use, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. But I have been trying the serums, but this is something that you have to use over time in order to see enough results, and I haven't been using it long enough, so I don't know. I couldn't exactly recommend like this product to you because I don't know. I'd have to use it a lot longer before I can do that. So that was another reason why I didn't really want to talk about this box in April, because I didn't get the box until mid towards late April. And, you know, in order for me to really get to know products and use them enough, I want to be able to really share my thoughts with you guys, and I can't do that if I haven't had time to use those things. So again, still using them. I can update you guys in the future if you're interested. The next thing that came in that box was a Hemp Infused calming patch. It's called the Be Calm. It says relax your mind with the good patch. It's got menthol in it and industrial hemp. So I actually did try this out. It says you can wear it on the inside of your wrist and you can wear it up to 12 hours. I wore it for at least 3 hours. I can't remember exactly how long. I wore it for a while and I didn't feel any kind of effects from it. I didn't feel calm. I felt nothing. So I don't know if this is like a gimmick. I don't know if it was just me, but I didn't have any results with it. The next thing that I got in that glossy box was from Freeman, and this is their French Pink Clay Peel Off Mask. It's supposed to be pore clearing. I'm very picky about the peel off masks that I use because, okay, it can go a couple different ways here. It can be a really nice peel off mask. It can be one that peels your skin off with it, or it could be one that really dries out your skin. This one was the later. It really dried out my skin. Unfortunately, I was hoping I was going to really enjoy this one, but I did not. It just dried out my skin, so I can't recommend this either. There are a couple more products from that box, but they're not in this category. They're ranked a little higher, so I'll show you guys that in just a second. I know this is confusing. It's late. I'm getting tired. I'm starting to forget what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to make this quick for you guys. Okay, the next product that I'm going to share with you that I can't rank because I haven't had a chance to use it yet. This is, I think it's called the Heathland Palette, and it's from Glam Shop. Look how beautiful. First and foremost, that middle shade right there is holographic. And when I say holographic, I mean it's holographic. Like, genuinely, I don't know how they do it, but they make the most stunning holographic shadows. Not glittery, not chunky, just smooth holographic shadows. They're amazing. What you see on my eyes right now is actually another palette from Glam Shop, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this, but I can't rank it because I don't know. I haven't used it yet. Next up is the Melt 420. This palette is one that I bought at the Sephora sale. Well, not at the Sephora sale, online during the Sephora sale. And I bought it because I've been wanting this palette for such a long time, and I haven't even used it yet. Go figure. Are you surprised? Probably not. I'm excited to have it though, and I will use it in the future. I just can't rank it. Okay, the next set of things I'm going to show you are Lethal Cosmetics singles. I hope I don't break anything. All of these right here are from Lethal Cosmetics. I bought them sometime in April and haven't even tried. Haven't even tried them. Shameful. It is shameful. Okay, the next set of things that I'm going to show you are from Give Me Glow. I have a habit of buying single shadows, okay? If I know I love a brand, I know I love their singles, I just pick some up here and there, and that's what I did. This one is called Rose Remix, and this is one of the ones that my cat shattered, so I need to be really careful with it. But it's stunning. This shade is just like super reflective, foiled, beautiful, rose gold gorgeousness. So I picked up that one. I also picked up the shade Peri. So it's like periwinkle. This one's more of like a satin. I mean, it's still really beautiful. I got it because I felt like that shade was lacking in my collection. I had also picked up the shade Gifts Galore. And this one is a duochrome, and it shifts from like brown to like red, I guess. Can I get it to shift? Anyway, and then I had also picked up Blue Moon, which is a really, really gorgeous, like, I don't know what color you would call that, cerulean. It's just beautiful. But I haven't used them on the eyes. I've swatched them plenty of times. Never hit the eyeballs. So, not ranking them. Okay, so that was all of the stuff that I can't rank, and I did already include a couple things that I did rank that I didn't like, because again, I'm exhausted, I just got like sidetracked real quick. So let's go back into that category of things that I didn't care for. So this next thing, I don't know why I bought this, okay? I have bronzers that I really love, and it's like I'm always on the hunt for the perfect bronzer, that perfect bronzer shade. So I bought this Sephora bronzer. This was in the shade Mallorca, and it's just orange. I wanted to love it so bad. Like, even when I tried this on in my Sephora try-on haul, I was like, it's not awful. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I tried really hard to be positive, and I tried really hard to like it, and it's just too orange for me. Like, it's just not a good shade bronzer for me and my skin tone, so that's why it's ranking in this much lower category. The next thing is also from that Sephora haul, and it's this weird-ass purpley taupe contour. I've never seen a contour this shade, ever. Like, it's really hard to grasp until you see it. It's purple. It really is like a purpley gray. It's so strange. Like, I know that contours are supposed to be grayish. This is it's taupe and it's weird. No. Just no. Really, that's all the stuff that I disliked. I mean, of course, again, from the glossy box, the Freeman and that patch I didn't care for. But the rest of the stuff that I'm going to show you, I either really enjoyed, or I was like, yeah, okay, like I can get down with that. That's not bad. So let's get into that category. Okay, these are going to be in no particular order, really, because, I mean, some of them are kind of right on par with the other. It's hard to rank things when they're all like, meh, okay. The first item is also from that glossy box. This is the NCLA Los Angeles, what is it? Their 7 Free Luxury Nail Lacquer. This one is in the shade We're Off to Never Neverland. Now, I didn't use this, but my daughter did, and she really liked the color of it. It's this really beautiful, kind of like muted purple, and it's nice. It's pretty. She said that it had some weird, like, blue streaking in it, which I thought was a little odd, but for the most part, it looked really nice on her. It looked like it wore really well, so I didn't want to say that it didn't get used because it did. I just don't paint my nails that often, so I wanted somebody to get some use out of it. It's going in the meh category. Next up is the Patrick Ta Bronzer and Contour Duo. Now, the reason why I'm putting this in this category is because the bronzer, man, it's orange. Like, why? Like, I love the contour is spot on. This contour is where it's at, okay? This is a lovely contour shade for my skin tone. I love it. The bronzer, not so much. It's very much so like pumpkin pie. Why? I just don't understand why the orange tone in all these bronzers. I just don't get it. I understand warmth, and I know that we want to look bronzed, but when I think bronzed, I don't think Oompa Loompa or orange. So again, I love the contour, but it's the bronzer that really put it in this category for me. Okay, the next thing I'm sharing with you is also from that glossy box. This is the Cargo Cosmetics Swimable Longwear Eyeshadow Stick. Well, first and foremost, I don't really wear eyeshadow sticks. I just don't, okay? I like traditional blending of the powdered eyeshadows, and I feel like this would be even more work somehow. Now, the reason why I'm placing it in this category like I used it is because I tried it. And I don't hate it. It's definitely an eyeshadow stick. There's the shade right there. It's very opaque. It does have kind of like this sheen to it. Put it on my finger there so you can see it. I mean, it's pretty, but when am I going to really like smudge that all over my eyeball? I mean, it's just not my style of doing makeup, but the product itself is solid. It is decent. So it's not like I'm over the moon over this eyeshadow stick, but it's good. So that's why it was in this like, meh category. Okay, the next thing is also from the Glossy box. This is the Nourishing Mascara from Botanic Beauty. And it's supposed to be like a clean mascara. It says volumizing mascara enriched with almond oil and camellia oil. Cruelty-free and vegan. So that's what the little component inside looks like. And then when you pull out the little wand here, it's just, the formula is not bad, but it's got the most generic wand on it. And I'm being picky, okay? I know I am. But when it comes to mascaras, I've got probably 70 mascaras in my drawer. And a lot of them I really, really like. And the wand can make all the difference. So it's not that I hated this because it's not bad. It's just not my most favorite mascara, which is why it's going in this category. So this isn't something that I would like recommend or something I would go out of my way to purchase, but it's also not a complete flop. So that's why it's in this category. Okay, next up is the Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Concealer. Now, I got this from Influencer and Bare Minerals. They sent it over to me to test out for my honest review, and I'm giving it to you. It's not a shitty concealer. It's not bad. It's not awful, but it's also not like my go-to. It's not something that I tried and was like, oh my God, holy grail, I can't wait to use that again. It was just like, oh, well, that's not awful. Like, that's not bad. I can make it work. I can make it work if I use my Becca Under Eye Corrector, if I powder it a certain way, if I use it with some maybe good eye cream. It's just not the fullest of coverage, and man, I got some darkness under my eyes. So again, it's not that I hate it. It's just not, it's not my holy grail go-to concealer as of right now. So that's why it's getting ranked here. Two more things in this category. This is the Mary Jane palette from Milk Cosmetics. So you guys haven't seen me use this yet because I did a video with my daughter using it, and I just haven't edited that video yet because she and I were doing a lot of talking. I know, shocker. And I just haven't taken the time to edit it yet because I knew it would take me forever. So we were just doing like a chatty type of video, chatting with each other, doing our makeup. So you will see me use this soon. But the reason why I'm ranking it here, of all places, is because I'm telling you, their matte formula is fantastic. I love their mattes. And some of their shimmer formulas are fantastic. But then you have formulas like this one, which is absolute trash. And this one, which is absolute trash. So it frustrates me. It's like, if you're going to pay $60 or close to $60 for an eyeshadow palette, every freaking shade in that palette better be amazing, you know? And I just felt like it wasn't. So it's not that I hate it. I don't hate this palette, and I will get more use out of it. And I think it's beautiful. And I like the color story. I like it. For the most part, I like it. I just don't like that 2 out of the 10 shades are duds, in my opinion. Okay, next up, and this almost made it into the next round, which is the like, ooh, I'm loving it round, but I haven't used it enough to put it in that round, so that's why it's sitting here. This is the Nars Sun Kissed Bronzing Cream in the shade Laguna. So basically, this is just Laguna, but in a cream form. I do really enjoy the Laguna bronzer, and I have tried this, and I really do like it, but I've only tried it twice. I think I tried it twice. I probably should have put it in the category where I didn't know how the hell I felt about it, but I do know that I like it. I just don't know if I love it yet, so that's why it's sitting here. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're fast approaching. Okay, this next category of things, there is no way in hell I was going to be able to rank these things from best to worst, or even put them in order as far as like, you know what I'm getting at here. There's just no way. I loved all of these products, and I'm just going to start showing them to you now. Okay, let's kick this off with the Pharmacy Sweet Apple Clean, I almost called it the Green Clean, Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. So you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I love the Green Clean Cleansing Balm. This is the same damn thing. It just smells like apples, which makes it even better. It's like pink instead of green, and I love it. There's not a whole lot more to say about it. It does a fantastic job taking makeup off. It just melts it away. It doesn't leave a nasty, greasy feeling when you're done, and I just love it. Next up is the Belif Aqua Bomb Brightening Vitamin C Cream. So I'm a huge fan of the Belif True Cream Aqua Bomb. It's what I use as my daily moisturizer. And when I saw that they released this right around the same time that they had the Sephora sale, I figured why not give it a try. Vitamin C is supposed to help with lightening dark spots. I've got major dark spots all over my face. So what I do is I use this after I use Curology in the evening, and I sleep with this. So far I really love this. It makes my skin super soft and supple when I wake up in the morning, and I think it does a good job. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I tried like hell for like an entire year to get my hands on this, and it was worth it. It was worth the wait. This is such a fantastic product. It's what I'm wearing on the perimeter of my face today. It has such a beautiful tone to it. It can double as a bronzer, contour. It even almost kind of looks like you have a blush on, or like you don't need a blush. It's very concentrated and super pigmented, so you just need like a very little bit. I used a stippling brush to get, you know, the effect that I have today, and I love this. Absolutely love this. This next set of things I'm going to show you, I'm not going to be able to hold all of them up because it's a lot. So back towards the beginning of April, I believe it was the beginning of April, Beauty Creations launched this set of products. It is these little color-based primers. So think like the P. Louise colored bases. That's pretty much what these are, but they're gel-based. They still remind me of the P. Louise bases. They're just colored. So there's 12 different colors of these bases. There's literally every color that you can think of, from black, white, peach, purple, green, red, blue, yellow, literally everything. Aquamarine or whatever, teal. So not only did it come with those, and you could buy these all separately too, but I bought the entire kit. Of course I did. But it also comes with a pencil liner with each color, as well as a gel pot liner with each color. The reason why I decided to get this entire bundle is because, for one, I use colored liners all the time. I use them in a lot of my eye looks, so I definitely wanted these. As far as these little colored bases, I really want to try to do things that are outside of my comfort zone. I want to try to be a little bit more creative when I'm doing my eye looks. So you can use these for things other than just eye looks, though. You can paint your face with these if you wanted to, or just do like designs, whatever. There's so many things you can do with these. I tried it briefly. I put one of the shades down. I kind of blended it out. It was very nice, very, very pigmented, but I didn't see like wear time or anything like that. I would think that you'd have to pack a shadow over top of these, but I feel like what these are good for is really making that shadow pop. So if I took like the red base and packed a red shadow over top, it's really going to remain pigmented, red, vibrant. So I feel like that's what these are really good for. And they're also good for doing cut creases and stuff like that. And of course, designs, whatever. So I wanted to get those. And then the reason why I made it sure that I had these too is because my daughter loves colored liners, like gel liners. And I figured, you know what? I'm just going to get the whole bundle. And then between the two of us, we'll use them. So far, she really enjoys those. I like the pencils. And again, I like the little tubes. So I'm pleased. I'm really excited about those, and I can't wait to use them some more. Next up in the pile of things that I'm loving on, this is the Valentino Donna Born in Roma perfume. This is like one of the little travel sprays. I bought this because I had tried a sample, like a little tiny little samples. I have an entire compartment in my vanity full of these little samples. And sometimes I'll pick through them and try them, and I did, and I smelled that one, and I just was immediately in love with it. So I decided to pick up the little purse spray, and I'm glad I did. It just has such a beautiful scent. It's got this vanilla. I'm so bad at scents. There's more than just vanilla in there, but it just smells beautiful, so I love this. The next thing in this category is the Melt Cream Blush Light in Honey Thief. I was really surprised that I like this as much as I do. I'm really scared of cream products. I think that I've said that on my channel so many times. Every time I go to use one, I tell you guys I'm scared because I'm a sissy, but I loved this. It's such a beautiful shade. It's really emollient, and it's a lot more pink than I thought it was going to be, but it looks really beautiful on the cheeks. So, I love it. Another cream blush. This one is from LYS, and it's their Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Inspire. This one, my friends, is gorgeous. It's this beautiful, like, reddy, orangey, terracotta shade, and it's got such a nice formula. It's not overly emollient. It's super pigmented, though. Like, you only need the smallest amount of this stuff, and it goes a long way. So I love this. I thought about picking up more, but I had to pump the brakes somewhere. So that's where I drew the line. Shoo, we're almost done. It was a busy month for me, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. It was a lot. Next up is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. So this is something that I had before. I bought the little like mini size version of it, and for whatever reason, I didn't like it then. I thought it was dry. I thought it looked like shit underneath my eyes. This is very dry. Like, when you use it, it just doesn't put a whole lot of product out. You really have to dip in there several times to get it. And maybe it's the component that does that. Because really, there's not that much in here. This is kind of a small concealer for what you're paying for it. But the product itself, I don't know if my under eyes changed. I don't know if I had a bad sample before. This is a fantastic concealer. It makes my under eyes look really, really smooth. Which is hard to do. I'm almost 40. Well, I shouldn't say almost 40. I'm 37. I do have wrinkles underneath my eyes, a little bit of crepiness going on, so I don't want anything to add to that. Maybe it's just me, but I use this over top of my Becca under eye corrector, and it looks beautiful. Love it. All right, next up is the Natasha Denona Sunrise Palette. So, if you guys have been here a while, you might know that I have a Natasha Denona obsession right now. And I was just adding to the collection here. I love her formulas. I love the matte formula specifically. It is so good. So creamy and pigmented and blendable. And just, her formula is just banging. And then her cream to powder formula is a little tricky sometimes, but once you figure out how to use it, fantastic formula. The shimmers aren't my absolute favorite. Like, it just depends. In some of her palettes like this, they are to die for. In this one, they're not awful. They're just not my indie singles. So I kind of have a hard time comparing the two. They're just not the same. I love this palette nonetheless. It's a stunning palette. I love the eye looks I've created with it. And that's why it's in this category. 3 more products. Damn good thing because I'm starting to get really stuffy and exhausted and loopy. Okay, this is the Glam Shop Camo Palette. So this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I don't even know if some of it's wearing off because I've had it on so long. No, it looks good. I love this palette so much. This formula, Glam Shop's formula, especially their shimmers, their special like flaky chunky shades, are unlike anything that I've ever used before. And they're good. They are really good. I've had this eye look on now for probably about 6 or 7 hours. And it's still going strong. Like, I put it over top of the P. Louise base. I've had no issues. I used this shade, and this shade. And then I also used this one, this one, this one, and this one. So there's only 2 shades in this entire palette that I did not use. I didn't use this one. I didn't use this one. The rest of the shades are on my eyeballs. I love this palette. Glam Shop is really taking the small beauty community by storm right now. Lots of people are picking stuff up from their shop. If you haven't tried them yet and you love indie shadows, I'm telling you, you need to give them a try. Shipping is a little outrageous. It's coming from Poland. Just be aware. But amazing shadows. 2 more. Y'all hear me getting stuffy? This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. It's stunning. Such an amazing powder. It's so soft. It's smoothing and blurring and makes your skin look luminous. And this is unlike anything else I've had. I can't quite explain the texture of it. Like, yeah, sure, it feels like a powder, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's wonderful. This is such a great powder. I'm glad I decided to pick it up. I wasn't going to because I was like, you know what? Why am I spending all that money on a Dior powder? Like, it's not going to be anything special. It's powder. It is special. It is. It's so good. Last but not least is the Exuviance Performance Peel AP25. I bought this on sale from Ulta. They had it half off. I saw nothing but like glowing reviews about this. Well, a couple of negative, but you're always going to have that. But for the most part, people rave about this peel. And I typically use the Dr. Dennis Gross, the Alpha Beta peel, the extra strength one. I wanted to try this one just to see if there was a difference between the strength of like this one and the Dr. Dennis Gross. This one will eat your skin off if you're not careful. So I wouldn't go using this like every day as soon as you start using it if you were to decide to buy it. I have to alternate this. I'll use this and then maybe 4 or 5 days later I might use it again, or I might use the Dr. Dennis Gross one. But these make such an incredible difference in your skin. It helps with clarity, it helps with the wrinkles, the fine lines, it helps with the dark spots, literally texture, everything. These peels are so good. But you gotta use them like instructed. I heard some people say like it didn't do anything, or it really dried their skin out and their skin was peeling. It's a peel. Your skin is probably gonna peel. Use a lot of moisturizer. Don't go out in the sun. Like, be precautious and use them how you're supposed to use them, and you'll get the desired results. That's that on that. Okay, that is gonna wrap up this month's or last month's haul and ranking video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a long one. Your girl is crazy. I went a little nuts last month, and the month before, and the month before. Somebody please take my debit card. You know, I said this in a prior video, but when I'm going through a lot, whether it's physically, mentally, at work, in my private life, when I'm dealing with a lot and I'm stressed and I'm depressed or I'm anxious, I spend money. I buy makeup, I buy things I don't need. And it's a coping mechanism, and it's something that I really want to get better about in the future. I am trying to get back into therapy. Look, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I think it's really important to be transparent and put yourself out there and let people know that it's okay to do those things. So I'm really working on that because I know this is not normal. It's not normal to buy this amount of products in 1 month's time. It's ridiculous. So that's something that I need to work on personally, but you know, I'm here to share my journey with you guys, whether that be my mental health journey, my makeup journey, whatever, my personal growth journey here on YouTube. I'll share all that with you guys. So stick around for the ride. It's probably going to be a rocky one. Okay, so I forgot to recap the products from the glossy box. I feel like, you know, they were nice enough to send me a box. I really need to recap my thoughts on those before I sign off today. So I do have the little card here. The nail polish was $16. The Freeman peel off mask was $4.99. Their Be Calm Good Patch was $12. Look, I'd be pissed if I paid $12 for that because it didn't do nothing for me. So, no. The mascara is $19.90. Spency. This little box of the new lash and the new brow, it says its sale price is $74. That's crazy. $74. I mean, my lashes better be a foot long by the time I get done with this stuff. So, I mean, when you think about it in retrospect, you know, with everything involved and how much things are, I feel like sometimes value is a little bit overstated. Oh, and the Cargo Swimable pencil or whatever, the stick eyeshadow, $20. If I'm going off of this alone, which I feel like I will see results with this, but I don't know for sure because I haven't been using it long enough, but just this alone is worth $74, which obviously makes the entire box worth it. Or even if I just bought the nail polish, it's $16 nail polish, which I'm not paying $16 for any nail polish, but whatever. So in that regard, sure, the box is worth it. $16, you get all of these products, gives you a little, you know, a chance to try this and a little bit of that. So if these types of products interest you, you might really enjoy a box like Glossy Box. Now, for me personally, would I be, I guess, satisfied if I was a customer and I purchased this box? I wouldn't be angry because I feel like this in and of itself is probably worth it. The rest is all just kind of like filler, kind of like added bonus. But I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of the rest of these products. So it's just a personal choice. You know, I'm not going to get on here and recommend it. I'm not going to get on here and tell you need to have it. I just wanted to share my experience with you guys tell you all what I think of the box. I think it's really just a personal decision if it's stuff that you're interested in. So that's my thoughts on Glossy Box. I do want to thank them so much for sending this over to me. There was a little bit of misunderstanding. I think they were wanting me to dedicate an entire video to the box itself. And I guess I was under the understanding as long as I included it in a video that I would be okay. And I didn't know there was a deadline on it until after I'd already agreed to do it. It was just a lot of confusion for me. Maybe it was just me. Okay, I misunderstood. But I didn't see the point in me making an entire video for a box when those types of videos do not do well here on my channel. I felt like more people would see it this way. I did want to at least bring it on here, give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions. I'm going to sign off now because I'm tired, I'm loopy, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video or you've been liking prior videos from me, please make sure to give this one a big thumbs up. Not only does it let me know that you like it, and then, you know, I can continue creating content like this, but it lets YouTube know that you like it, which means it'll push this content out there for more people to find, which means more people might come over here and join our amazing community, and I'm so grateful when you guys do that. If you've made it this far in the video but you're not subscribed, I mean, rude, but, you know, I'll forgive you. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap that notification bell so you don't miss future uploads, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.